and welcome to the Therapy M YouTube channel. I am so excited to be here. I have wanted to make this YouTube for so long and just haven't gotten around to it, but today is the day. This is my intro video. I want you to know who I am, what I do, what I think about, etc. Maybe not everything I think about. That could get weird. But I basically just want to introduce myself and hopefully keep this thing going. I want to do weekly uploads. If you haven't joined me on TikTok, that's my main area where my main amount of followers are. We have 45,000 followers as of today. And come and join the fun if you want to know everything about mental health, mental wellness, etc. It's the place for you. So if you are new around here, I'm Emma. I'm a clinical psychotherapist and somebody who has dealt with a lot of anxiety in their life, somebody who's really been there. When I was young, I was diagnosed with anxiety. I had something called emetophobia, which was a phobia that basically ruled my entire life until I got into my 20s. And I was diagnosed with something called depersonalization from the anxiety disorders. I'm also diagnosed with ADHD. Yes, I know. That's a lot of things. To be honest, it was probably ADHD was the main thing for me, followed by the other conditions. They were just kind of the fallout from the ADHD not being treated properly. But I'm here today. I'm thriving. I'm actually doing really well. I'm not currently medicated at all. I am loving life and I feel very grateful. And because I'm in that position now, I want to share. I want to help people. And I'm very grateful to that in my clinic. It's called the Life Clinic. And you can come and see me. We have a really big wait list at the moment, but it doesn't matter. Jump on it. Come and see me and we can talk about any of those things. But to get back to the story a little bit, basically, I struggled with anxiety my whole life. I never felt like I fitted in, always anxious, always panicky. My childhood was a little bit up and down. My home life was a little bit up and down. And I'm sure some of you watching this can relate to that and understand what that feels like and what that looks like for you. Now, through that whole journey, I ended up doing a bachelor's degree after high school, a Bachelor of Arts, and I loved it, but it wasn't for me. I'm also a musician in my daily life, so that's the things I did to get through uni was gigs, shows, etc. Emma Bow is my name if you want to check out that side of my life, but I decided that there was something burning inside me to help because I had gone through all this anxiety and depression and fear and feeling like I was so lost that I wanted to help other people once I felt like I'd gotten on top of it myself. And I never gave up hope. That's a funny thing about me. I know there's this deep belief out there that anxiety, depression, all those things is just like your forever life. But I don't really believe that personally. I think that we have an innate ability to heal. I feel like anxiety can be normalized. Anxiety itself is a normal thing to go through. If it's heightened all the time, that's obviously not optimal, but we can do things to help that. So I always had this belief that it would get better. Anyway, I started a psychology degree and COVID hit. So I was doing psychology. I really enjoyed it and my marks were really good, funnily enough. But I knew that I needed to do something else that got me into my career a little bit faster. So I ended up in counseling. So I got my postgraduate diploma in counseling and I feel very lucky to have just enjoyed it. I love it. And it was just so me. And throughout that process, that's when I got DPDR back. So that's called depersonalization. That was a really scary time in my life, but I learned so much about it, got in contact with some of the most knowledgeable people in the field of dissociative disorders, and I overcame it. And I feel so confident now that that part of my life is no longer a part of my life. I don't struggle with depersonalization anymore. I actually don't struggle with many things. ADHD can be a little up and down, but in general, I feel really regulated now. So that's just kind of the beginning of my story. Obviously, over this YouTube journey, we will talk much more about all the things. I want to do days in the life. I want to show you, the therapist routines, morning routines, night routines, all of that stuff. I want to go in depth on emetophobia, in depth on ADHD, in depth on DPDR. If that's something you do want to deep dive into now, you can go into the comments section. No, the description section. Told you I was new at this. The description section. Go in there. I did an interview about 2 weeks ago with one of the leading researchers in DPDR, Shaun O'Connor. That will be down there. Click on that. It's 2 hours long. It's going to go into the whole depersonalization story. So I really want you to check that one out. I'll be posting it as well, some of it on my YouTube channel, just so you can get the feel for it, but check it out on Shaun's now. So that's about it for this video. I just wanted to welcome you. I wanted to say hello. I wanted to give you some hope that all of these things that I struggled with are normal. All of these things can get better. That's the main thing that I want you to know if you're watching this. As a psychotherapist, I can tell you that life is not just stagnant. You're not just going to stay in the spot you were in today or a few years ago. It can and will get better with the right support systems, the right knowledge. There is so much more research being done around all of these things than there ever has been before. So if that doesn't give you a little bit of hope, I don't know what else will. But come and join me. We're going to be uploading every single week. A podcast might be on its way, as well as an ebook on emetophobia and DPDR. And look, I'm just so happy to be here. Sorry if I'm so excited, by the way. I should just keep my energy a bit lower, but
Daddy, chill.
Anyway, we'll see what happens. I love being here. I love seeing all your comments on TikTok. If you want to leave some below, I would love you for it. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll hopefully see you soon. Bye.